overall teamwork.
Yes,
'Cause-
very important in the kitchen. Yeah.
And yeah, that's the majority of it.
That's great.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks, Ever.
That's wonderful that you're here. It takes a lot of courage to know what you don't know and then to dive in and to allow yourself to be in an environment where you're learning something new and you're going to make mistakes, but then you're going to come out of it stronger. It takes courage to do that.
So Edward Lee graduated from our program, and then we hired him on part-time. So he works 30
nice.
hours a week for us as well.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you, Mr. Lee.
Soon.
Thank you. I'm going to talk about you behind your back. I'm going to talk about how successful you've been as a role model for this kind of approach, okay? All right.
So the chef took what was an abandoned building.
Hello, everybody. Smells so good.
Well, what we're doing right now is that he is scooping up jambalaya. This is a New Orleans style, one of the Chef Jeff's special recipes right here. And so we're having this young man participate in this program. He's become very, very good at making this recipe.
So you made this pot of jambalaya?
I did, with some help, but yes.
Okay, so let's talk about your process.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me how you did it.
So you want to start with getting all your meats ready. So in this one we have
What is meat?
meat. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
we have andouille sausage. We have shrimp.
Yeah.
And we have some diced up chicken.
Yes.
And
So you cooked the chicken before?
Yes.
Yes.
And then we also.
You know I like to cook, chef. So I'm asking for many reasons.
We also cook.
Go on.
We also cook our andouille sausage before as
Yeah.
well. Then we go ahead and get our rice together. I learned that once you start putting everything together, honestly, it's a slow process. A lot of mixing, a lot of seasoning. Chef likes use a lot of seasoning.
Yes, that makes it delicious.
And then once it's close to getting done, then we add our shrimp last because it's quicker, slow cook process.
We may need to strike you with the spotlight. We did ask not to come in
Thank you.
Yep, right here.
Help me along the way. You know, they always say, man, you got a gift. We all got gifts.
That's right.
It's just up to us to figure out what our gift is and to share it with others.
That's right.
So I appreciate everybody that's here who showed up. I appreciate each and every one of you because you're a beacon to these young people who, if they could do it, I could do it.
That's right.
You never know. Might be stepping to the next president or vice president of the United States.
Indeed.
We have one.
Indeed.
So thank you for coming. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank
And
you.
for
Thank
the
Thank you for
guys
your
who showed
sharing
up.
your story
Yes.
and for passing along your gift to the next generation.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Which is a
They're
big
gonna
part of
need
it.
Each one pull one, right?
One teacher.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. Very proud of you. Take care of yourself, okay? All right.
We have cupcakes going over. This is my wife, Stacy, my partner.
Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Backbone. She's helped a lot of the grants, a lot of the, operational.
I've read about your
So
work.
proud
I've
of.
read about it. Oh, congratulations on all of this.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah.
She's also the daughter of the late great Mary Wells of Motown.
Is that right? My
Oh,
goodness.
Stop with those. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this is
All kind of
definitely a
gifts.
wonderful experience for the youth to
Yeah.
be able to meet you and all the team, and it's just been wonderful. This young man right here is amazing.
What is your
He's
name?
catching up.
Joel?
Jill.
Joe has been with us for only 2 weeks now. It's going on. Next week is our 3rd week of training, and he is a rock star. I mean, he does it all. He does baking, makes some great waffles, right? Yeah, and baking cakes, anything, sweet. I think you love sweets.
I prefer savory over sweets.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It's a
So you do
reveal.
some serious. You make some serious cakes, but
He also
yeah.
serves as our interpreter because we have 2 young Hispanic boys in the program who don't speak any English. And so he's an interpreter and helps us train the youth as well.
And he's very patient because we're always asking him, okay, now repeat that. Now say that. He's very patient.
So how old are you?
I am 17 years old.
17.
Yes.
Did you go to school here?
I was born and raised here in North Las Vegas. So
Okay.
I did go to school here. I currently attend Desert Rose. So yeah.
How'd you find this program?
Through one of my counselors, my career counselor, she recommended this program because of my interest in the culinary field. I want to pursue and further I want to just be like Chef Jeff in a way. I want to do better in the kitchen and help people out, just like how he does.
He's great. He asks a lot of questions in class. He's always answering. I always tell you, raise your hand, because he knows all the answers. And I'm like, are you a secret chef or something? Because you know too much. Yeah, he's awesome.
So what would you tell other young leaders like yourself about the importance of this kind of approach and this kind of business and these business leaders too?
To take it, because although you already feel like a leader, it doesn't hurt to learn more and to do more. Not only for yourself, but to also help people, the people that you're going to teach and lead in the future.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Well, we're going to talk about you. And talk about how you are a real model of what can happen all over the country when we have leaders who understand the capacity and the need then to invest in our young leaders and our growing leaders. So congratulations.
Thank
to
you. Thank you.
Pretty incredible for your
Yes.
3rd week on the job here. That's a pretty incredible experience with the vice president and just a few people following along. Proud of you though. That's what it's all
You guys will
about.
cover that jambalaya up? Yes. All right. For all my shrimp be missing down there.
All right, you want
And by the way, he was making chocolate
Cupcakes,
Yeah.
and we have a
He's got some
blue
already
cheese
there.
vanilla icing for the cinnamon rolls.
I heard you were going to make cinnamon rolls. Oh, look at this.
Good job.
So we do our own yeast dough here. Wheat dough. And this is another correctional recipe here. We used to make it on jambalaya. This is basically we make some dough here. Thank you.
There's a school campus right here, and I'm just going to stand to the side.
At the end of the march, I'm going to grab you guys.
Andrew, you can stay at this one. I'm sorry, I know somebody's on the phone.
That'll be so. A nice cold beer. Yeah. Especially a day like this. Right, yeah. This is Mayweather. So, you know? Yeah, right. Be nice for
Please
All right, okay. Everybody in their place? Hi, everybody. So let me start by saying it is wonderful to be back in Nevada, and Chef Jeff, I want to thank you for so warmly welcoming us and sharing with us the success of your dream of investing in the community and the capacity of everyone. I've been reading about and hearing about the work that you are doing here for quite some time, so it's been my joy to be here in person. I do believe in a very fundamental principle, and it transcends religions, but it is an age-old concept, and it is the concept of redemption, which is the notion and the understanding that all people will make a mistake. And yes, there must be accountability, especially when it involves the commission of a crime, when it involves anything that might hurt another person. Of course there must be accountability. But is it not the sign of a civil society to allow people the ability to come back and earn their way back? And so when I look at the spirit, I believe, behind the work that is happening here and the work that should be happening everywhere, it is about understanding that all people have some skill or gift or capacity to do good things, and often it is a function of whether we as a society put the resources into that possibility. Do we and are we committed to access, meaningful access to opportunity for all people? And that is the beauty of the work that is happening here and in many other places, and especially because of the administrator and who we have, and Administrator Guzman, the ability to understand through the SBA how we can make these opportunities real in terms of giving businesses like this one access to capital to then create access to opportunity for all the young leaders who are here. And so I applaud the work that is happening here. I recognize it many, many years ago, in fact, almost 2 decades ago, when I was district attorney of San Francisco. I created one of the first reentry initiatives of any place in the country, focused on just this notion and idea, which is to give folks an opportunity to come back with the skills and the skill development that are necessary for people to reach their capacity and achieve their dreams. And I do believe this is work that we need to reinforce through the structures of our systems, including recognizing where the structures of some of our systems have been an obstacle to these possibilities. So on that point, I am pleased to announce today that what we are doing is ensuring that the millions of Americans who have served time or have a criminal record will soon be able to receive small business loans in a way that before now they were not able. And when we look at this, right now, before this announcement, we are looking at millions of Americans who could not access loans from the Small Business Administration, loans that on average are about $40 billion a year because they serve time. And again, they have paid for the accountability that they needed to pay. They have done their time. They have served their time. And the point is, if we are to be a society that understands their capacity to earn their way back, we have to remove the obstacles that will prevent them from doing that. And so I want to acknowledge and thank the administrator for your leadership. The President and I are so proud of the work you have done to make these ideals real. I especially want to thank the Congressman, Stephen Horsford. He and I have had these conversations for years. Everyone here in Las Vegas and in Nevada knows his background, but this is a lifelong commitment he has had. And a lot of the work that we have done as an administration in this regard has been with him as a partner and often as someone who is championing it in the United States Congress in a way that we can facilitate it and see it through. So I'll close where I started by saying that every person in America should have access to opportunity. And we have to be very thoughtful and intentional about, and clear-eyed about where there are obstacles to just that end. And let's remove those obstacles so that we can have success stories like we have with the young men and women who are here. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the administrator, please. Thank you.
Well, leadership, we're here with Chef Jeff learning how leadership skills are being transferred to youth. And leadership matters. And President Biden and Vice President Harris have been leaders on making sure that the SBA meets people where they are, that the SBA serves American entrepreneurs in a way that helps empower our country, our nation. Right now, in America, we're seeing a small business boom with 16 million new business applications filed. This is a time where we're experiencing the first, the second, and the third years under Vice President's leadership of entrepreneurship in this country, including here in Nevada. And that type of boom is what's propelling our economy forward. But unfortunately, as we know, we don't see that opportunity always spread equally. And it's about access. Ensuring that we could continue to support our small businesses during this time is critical because we need all of our entrepreneurs. They're the ones who create jobs in communities. They define our neighborhoods, and they propel hope. And this administration has made sure through its investments in America that we are using and matching that hope with opportunity. Not only that, but through the SBA and the transformation that Vice President Harris called on from the first moment we met to make sure that our capital access programs would be reformed so that we could match hope with capital, which is needed for these incredible entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs do the hard work, as Chef Jeff can attest to. They roll up their sleeves, they take the risk, they get out there, but they are the ones who are focused on propelling our economy. And it's just economic equity truly is what is powering our economy right now. Those 16 million new business starts are being powered by a historic level of entrepreneurship. Black Americans are starting businesses at the highest level in 3 decades. Hispanics are 20% higher than pre-pandemic. Women are starting businesses 94% higher rates than men. It's women and people of color who are powering that entrepreneurship. And that's why now more than ever we know that we need access, and that's especially true for the 1 in 3 Americans that have been impacted by the justice system, justice involved, and we're working hard to make sure that they can re-enter our economy. Entrepreneurship reduces recidivism by 30%, and so creating those pathways forward is what's powering our economic boom right now in this country. So the SBA's transformational rule changes means that we are for the first time simplifying access across all of our capital programs, from microloans to buying property to working capital, to make sure that it is accessible to all of our justice-involved Americans here in this country, so that they can grow their businesses on a level playing field in this country. We know that by removing that box and ensuring that we are not asking that question about criminal justice anymore, that we are and expanding eligibility, including those Americans who have been on or who are on parole or on probation, that we will be able to further power that small business boom and create jobs in this economy. And so I know, Chef Jeff, this project here has really inspired me today because I know back there are probably some future restaurateurs, some future bakery owners And now SBA finally can empower all Americans to be able to access capital to grow their businesses. So I just want to again, thank President Biden and Vice President Harris, because leadership matters in being able to move forward transformational changes at the agency that has doubled Black lending, as I announced with Chairman Horsford, to $1.5 billion for Black entrepreneurs this year, and increased capital across all of our underserved communities. Those are powerful changes, just like today's announcement today. So I get the honor of passing this over to Chairman Horsford of the Congressional Black Caucus, but who has invited me to District 4. I think I've been here more than any other place in America. Because small business matters here in this great state, in this great city, and so I know that his leadership is what propels this work forward. So thank you so much.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today is a great day. I am so honored to welcome the Vice President, Kamala Harris, back to Nevada's 4th District. Thank you, Vice President, for your leadership, for your partnership, for your friendship, and for the work that we're doing here. And to have the opportunity to showcase Chef Jeff and the work that he's done with the Chef Jeff Project, which is really a testament to the tenacity and the triumph of our community's entrepreneurial spirit. And I've known Chef Jeff for many years, but I'm so proud of what he is doing every single day here in this facility. I want to thank our SBA Administrator, Isabella Guzman, who's a steadfast ally in fostering diverse economic growth. It's because of her leadership and engagement with our community's entrepreneurs that really mirrors the Biden-Harris administration's commitment to shared prosperity. This is not for just the rich and the powerful and the elite. This is for the people of Nevada's 4th District, the people all across this community, this state, and in communities all across this country. And it's because of the Biden-Harris administration, which has championed unprecedented access to SBA resources, especially for women and for entrepreneurs of color, that we are seeing record-breaking small business growth. Right here in Nevada, it's 185,000 small business enterprises, which is really an economic evolution in the making. What we are witnessing is an entrepreneurial renaissance. These record numbers of Black and Hispanic businesses, which are growing, is not just progress, but a profound shift towards inclusive economic empowerment. And we're not going to stop until we close the racial wealth gap once and for all. So I want to commend you, Chef, for the work that you're doing. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here to showcase you, your vision, this enterprise, and the opportunities that you are propelling. I remember when I came here some years ago and you explained that you were doing this all alone, without a lot of support from the community. And since then, we've helped with your work and leadership to secure for the Chef Jeff Project a $2 million Economic Development Administration grant and $250,000 in American Rescue funds through the Workforce Investment Program. These are investments in community change. So when my constituents ask me, where's the money going? It's going to programs like this that are not just investments, but they're changing lives. And now we're on the cusp of real policy change with the SBA and the Ban the Box initiative, a transformational rule that will empower entrepreneurs and expand business here at home and across the nation, regardless of the record of a past outcome. Every year, about 6,600 Nevadans come home from time served in need of good paying jobs. They and so many others will now have the opportunity to access resources that are needed not just to get a job, but to create good paying jobs and to build our communities without checking a box getting in the way. The SBA's commitment to ban the box is a real game changer, smashing barriers and setting the stage for success for countless Nevadans and Americans. Banning the box is a boon to our communities and a boost to our economy, creating jobs and wealth. SBA provides billions of dollars through business financing, microloans, to surety bonds. This is a lifeblood for a small business. Clearing access to these funds for all entrepreneurs is a bold step towards broad-based participation in building wealth, which is what I'm about, and as chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, we're going to continue to be about in partnership with the Vice President and President Biden. So again, I want to thank Chef Jeff for being the leader that you are, for providing, being an incubator of inspiration, and with the new investments and changes at SBA, we're turning inspirations into economic growth and innovation, showing and sowing the seeds of shared prosperity. I'm so honored today. It's a great day in Nevada's 4th Congressional District. I'm so proud, and I'm proud of my community. Thank you all very, very much.